Folks, in this video I'm going to show you how to repair your leaky sink. Now my sink leaks right here. When I work my handle, water comes out down here, plus water never quits dripping from here. Alright, I'm going to show you how to fix that in this video. First thing you want to do is find your main water shut off and shut the water off to your house. Okay. Next thing you want to do is you want to find the proper kit for your faucet. Now I've gotten mine at Lowe's. You can probably do this at Home Depot or other hardware stores. I found the proper kit, and the kit comes with all of this stuff right here. Alright, it just comes with all kinds of different stuff. First thing you're going to want to do, or the next thing you're going to want to do, is you're going to take this funky little tool that they gave you, and you want to insert the Allen wrench end in there and unscrew that Allen bolt so you can remove your handle. Go ahead and get your handle out of the way. Okay, and then you're probably going to find a bunch of crud and junk right there on that, so you're going to want to clean that off probably. And then you're going to take the other end of your tool that they gave you, and you put that on there in these little grooves, and that's what helps you get that retainer ring started coming off. Let's get that off. Now I've put a plate into my sink. This plate is going to hold my parts, and also it's going to stop things from going down the drain. If you have one of these, go ahead and put that in the hole. That'll stop loose parts from getting down the drain. I'll be right back with the next step. Okay, let me just go ahead and tell you. Just take all that crap out of there and remember how it comes out. The next thing that happens once you got that off is you should be able to just take this and unscrew it. Alright. Now what you're going to want to do is remember the way this stuff came off. I'm going to just put these to the side in the order that it came off. Not to mention that if you forget the direction or how everything came off, inside of your little package of parts that you bought, you should have a little diagram of how the parts go back together and which order they do. Okay? Now, let's see where we're at, folks. That's where we're at. Next, we ought to be able to take this little thing right off the top. Alright, that's off. Ball and O-ring coming right out. You see that? That ball and that ring that come off the top of it's out. Okay. That's that point. Now, at this point right here, I'll take a break. Okay, at this point, this right here just comes right up. It should. Well, I really don't know. I think what I need to do is take the handle off right here. Remove my handle and let that go through to the bottom. Let's pull that out the bottom and see what happens. Okay, folks, as you can see, that hose almost went through, but not quite. And I went ahead and I pulled that piece off, which is that neck thing. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig around on the bottom of that, and I'm going to get that O-ring off. There's an O-ring right there. I'm going to get that one off. Then I'm going to take that O-ring off, and I'm going to replace those two O-rings. And if I can see an O-ring on that, I'll replace it also. Be right back. Okay, as you can see, I got my, I don't know if you can see it, but I got my new O-ring on here, and I got a new one on here. Alright, next thing you want to do is you want to look down inside, and you're going to find there's already one removed, okay? I did this just so I could show you that one is removed, but here's one. There's going to be a spring. Set that right there. There's going to be a rubber thing on top of a spring. Okay? And there's going to be two of those. There's going to be one of those in each one of those holes. Okay, that hole that you see at the top is not included in this. That just lets water in, I guess, or something water out. I don't know. But we're going to go ahead and replace those with the new ones that came in the kit. Now, the kit comes with extras. Okay, you're going to say the kit's got stuff that's not supposed to be there. Well, what you want to do, because it comes with two different kinds. This comes for the bathroom faucet and for the kitchen faucet. So you want to match it up. We're going to use these. Obviously, these are not the ones because those are the ones that came out. So we're going to put the new springs in and then put the new seals over the top of that. Be right back in a minute. Okay, folks, on this part, it's very important to make sure that you've got those black rubber seals completely inside of those holes surrounding those springs. Okay, and this is a critical part. Make sure that you've got them both inside there really good and all the way in, all the way seated. Okay, the next thing you want to do is put your ball back in, and you see this slot on the side? There's going to be a peg right here inside the where it goes. And you want that to line up on that peg. Okay, that peg goes in that slot. Next, you're going to go over here and you're going to get this thing. That's going to go over the top of that. Alright. And then, we'll see. This one's the one that came out with this weird looking slot. So we're going to go over here and we're going to get that one out of there. And again, let me remind you that this leftover stuff is parts that can be used for your bathroom faucet. That's not going to come into play in this. Now, this also has a keyway on it. Okay, if you see that on the side of there, there's a little nub. That is going to go to line up with that little nub there. Okay, let's get all that together and pushed in there correctly, and then I'll be back. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the neck. Now, remember, I'm going to just leave this hose down here because it's almost impossible to get that neck on with that hose going through it. So I'm just going to leave that hose down there, and I'm going to press my neck on like that. Then I'm going to go underneath, and I'm going to try to push that hose through. And I'm going to try to push that hose up through there because that's where I need it to be. Good luck. Wish me some good luck. Okay, that didn't work out too good. What I've done now is I've taken a piece of fishing line and I've just run me a slip knot over that hose and I've run it through my neck. So I'm going to set the neck down on there and pull on that fishing line and hopefully it'll... Oh, it broke. Well, let's try again. Okay, finally. I had to use some hemostats and reach down in there and pull on it and had to wiggle it from the underneath side under there. Anyway, I finally got it up here. And let's go ahead and attach it real quick before it falls back down in there. And then we'll go ahead and put our ball and the rest of that in there. Hang on. Okay, folks, here's a hint. While you're fishing your hose back up through there, go ahead and put your retainer ring, put your ring on the top that holds that neck down. Because you need that neck to be all the way down to the bottom with those O-rings. If it comes back up, you need to take the whole thing out and start all over again because this upper O-ring that's underneath there will slide up on that shaft. And if it does that, you're going to have to take it off and put the O-ring back down to where it needs to be. So now I'm going to go ahead and take this off and put the ball in, and I'll be back. Okay, folks, it just went back together in the reverse order as I took it off, and then I went ahead and put my handle on and tightened it up. And as you can see, everything's good with no more leaks. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode of How to Fix Your Shit, redneck style.